My name is Gul Asnani. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I have a question concerning page 4 of the annual report, where you talk about the investments per share, etc.
Right.
And my question is, how much claim do the operating businesses have on these marketable securities?
Yeah, well, that table's a very important table in my view, and we measure our progress to some extent by the figures in both columns of that table, one of which shows the investments per share and the other shows the operating earnings from everything other than investments. And the operating businesses have first claim on anything that relates to their business. I mean, if Seas is going to buy a new plant, which it probably is now, or buy an additional building, I shouldn't say a new plant, you know, that comes first. The business is growing, it'll produce some economies and all that. We do that. You know, we try and do it as intelligently as possible, but that comes first. That doesn't use but a small fraction of the capital. All of those needs don't use but a small fraction of the capital that Berkshire will generate. The investments reside largely in insurance companies because that's where largely the liquid funds are. They have to have capital strength, obviously, because they have huge promises outstanding. But where they reside does not determine who manages them. Lou Simpson manages Geico's portfolio specifically, but in effect, Charlie and I manage everything else. So where they precisely reside really makes no difference. I mean, they're sitting someplace. They're not for the operating management to use in projects that are far afield from what they're doing. But if they need money in any operating business, you know, we'll have a check there that day. The flight safety, for example, will be a fairly capital-intensive business. I mean, if our project with Boeing goes as we hope it goes, you know, there will be substantial money in there because we will have many more simulators around the world, and we'll be paying our proportional cost of it. But they don't need to keep money around to prepare for that day, which they would if they were a standalone operation. Money's fungible. We can deploy it all the time, and whenever anybody needs it, we'll come up with it, but we don't leave it around awaiting the day when some specific operation needs it. Charlie?
The odds are very good that the marketable securities will keep going up even as the businesses expand. That's the way the game has worked in the past, and we hope it'll keep going that way.
What we are doing is trying to increase the numbers in both columns. We don't have any favoritism for this over that or anything of the sort, but we're looking all the time for things that will help both columns. And we'd be disappointed if 5 or 10 years from now that they both haven't increased significantly. But which column will increase at the greater rate, we don't know.